Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, oh god, welcoming you all back to another episode of Chrono Cross, where my mic is falling. That was... I had the mic like literally a foot away from my mouth, which I realize is probably not good, because when I listen to my recording, sometimes my vocals sound fine, others it's like so damn close, it's like starting to have a garble effect, but... I'm still working on trying to figure out the proper, distance, and especially when I'm using a literal box to contain a microphone so it doesn't, the outside sound doesn't bleed through. Anyway, I will... Oh, I need to... There we go. I don't know if this is going to be the final episode. That is the truth. I don't know if this will be the final episode. It might be the way it plays out. However, remember how in the last couple episodes I learned of the healing melody of the planet that the ghost children from Terra Tower have told us about. I think that's a song I play at the end because Balthazar, as he gave us a time egg, said, "Free the soul that is trapped within the Time Devourer." I wonder if I had to play that melody... Oh, God. Do I have to play that melody as the final boss? Oh, God. Well, why am I going up here? That's so stupid. Oops. No, I want to go down here to Opossum. I don't know why I was going to Viper Manor. I guess I had my mind Balthazar, and I'm just walking right up to Viper Manor. But, yeah, if it is the final episode, yay. If it's not, it's not. But, yeah, if my assumption is correct, then there are two ways to defeat this boss. And remember, I did defeat the final boss here, but I definitely did not use the Chrono Cross. So, I think the quote-unquote bad ending, if my thought is correct here, is simply to beat the final boss into a bloody pulp. You said... Oh, I'm sorry, to where it all started. Oops, that's right. Yes, it started in Opossum Beach. Because Balthazar said go to the place where it all started. It started in Opossum Beach, but not on this side. It started on the other side. So we gotta make our way over there. And, oh, you know what? Why not? This is probably gonna be the last time we'll do dimensional hopping. So let's mark the occasion with a nice little bit of... movie cutscene. I almost said CGI. It's not... CGI. Oh, hello, chill child. Hello, creepy child of the corn. Ah, there we go, where it all started. But first... Hello? There we go. So, you finally made it, Serge. When did this sorry tale all begin? Was it 10 years ago when you almost drowned here? Or was it 14 years ago? When you were wounded by that panther demon that attacked you, which resulted in you being carried to Chronopolis, where you then came into contact with fate and the frozen flame. Or perhaps it was even 2400 years in the future, when the time crash hurled Chronopolis back to prehistoric times. Or even it could have been 12,000 BC, when an ancient magical kingdom met its end after trying to use Lavos. Each is close to being correct, and yet at the same time so far from the right answer. I see what she's saying. There's so many points in which all this could have started, and yet they're not all correct. Is it from 12,000 BC when the Kingdom of Zeal fell trying to harness the power of Lavos? Well, it did play a part in this happening. 2400 AD when Chronopolis was flung back into prehistoric times? That was a cause of it, but it wasn't the main cause. Was it when he almost drowned? When he was attacked? So many points of interest that could be the right answer, and yet we can't say it is the right answer. Is there even, in a sense, it's like with time, is there even a sense of when is the moment it all began? Is there? We have many points of interest where it could have began, but we can't say for certain. Especially when you mix in with the events of Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger itself could have been the start for all this. We don't know. Well, we can't say for sure. The true beginning... Never mind, we can say for sure. Luke, this girl is saying it for sure. The true beginning was during the destruction of the ancient kingdom of Zeal. As the palace collapsed around her, Princess Shala was sucked into a dimensional vortex along with the Lavos Mamma machine. Shala and Lavos became unified into one even more powerful entity that would soon evolve into what you know as the Devourer of Time. Filled with hatred and sadness of Lavos, half of Shala's mind became set on destroying all of existence. And yet at the same time, the other half of her mind desired to save the universe and be rescued herself. And as Shala fell through the time gate in this condition, she heard your crying echoing through time. That is when her story and yours intertwined. It is also when the past and the future began to intersect, and when the world became divided into two. Led by the pitiful crying the young Serge made as the panther demon's poison took hold of him, Princess Shala traveled 10,000 years in time to try and make contact with this dimension. This caused a raging magnetic storm which resulted in Fate's system malfunction, which then led to Serge contacting the frozen flame. Yes, Serge. The sound of your crying 14 years ago touched the heart of Princess Shala. Before the destructive mindset could become dominant, she cloned herself and sent her copy into this dimension. She left her baby daughter clone with her ancient pendant, possessing magical powers. This was to safeguard her daughter clone in life and death situations. The pendant would rewind time a little, sending her daughter clone into a safer point in the immediate past. That's right. Kid is Shala's daughter clone. Oi, you're wrong. I'm me. I ain't no Shala's daughter or a clone. I'm me. Yes, that's right, kid. If that's how you feel, think Princess Shala would have wanted it that way as well. And now, about Project Kid, the time control project Balthazar planned out. The whole project existed to lead you to this one special point in time. The founding of Chronopolis, the time crash, and the battle between Fate and the Dragon Gods. It was all coordinated so that you would get your hands on the Chrono Cross and come to this place. Of course, Kid was not to know anything about this entire plan until later, when all this would be finished. Further along into the future, Kid is meant to travel back 10 years in time from now to save Serge from drowning. And then, Kid was also meant to call Serge into the other world as he spoke with Lena here on La Pasa Beach. You're our last hope. Our final chance. Only you, who came into contact with Shala and Kid, Shala's clone daughter, can do it. In the darkness that exists on the other side of time, Shala has been integrated with the Devourer of Time. Please, Serge. Please release Princess Shala from the binds of that monster and her own hatred. Show us, the life forms that exist on this planet, what our new future will be. That was a lot of story plot. Okay, so, to wrap it up in a nice little bow, Kid is Shala's clone. Sure. Sure. So, but basically saying that at 12,000 BC, and I suppose it makes sense because in Chrono Trigger, we never really did get a resolution as to what the heck happened to Shala. The last known incident with her was when she used her powers to send us away from the Ocean Palace, and then for some reason she got erased from the existence of the game. She's like no longer exists. So this is a continuation of that. That I suppose after using the last of her power to teleport Chrono's friends, and this is right after Chrono died, Chrono's friends to safety. That must have been when she fell into a dimensional wormhole and got merged with Lavos. And now, she is the Time Devourer. A gross combination of Lavos and her. And she's been like this for thousands of years. Or maybe even just a few seconds. Who knows? Because she's able to travel across time and do all that. Who shot John? Like, when Serge was bitten by a panther 14 years ago. Or was it however many? Yeah, 14 years ago. And then went to the Sea of Eden. Shala heard Serge's cries throughout time and came here to visit him, to heal him. And at that point, she made a clone of Shala. And in so doing, Kid now grows up and is here to find Serge. And according to, I'm not going to mince words, this is Luca, or the clone of Luca. According to Luca, Kid, in 10 years from now, will jump into the past to meet Serge, and cause this whole thing to So, this thing has already happened before. What happened here was Kid jumping into the past and basically causing all this to happen. The splitting of the dimensions, if you will. That is how I interpret what Luca just told us. Oh, and also, she has a pendant from... And also, Kid has a pendant, that's why she is always safe from mortal danger. Her time for her rewinds just a little bit, and she's safe. That's why she's never fully dead. And her memories are slightly destroyed because, well, she went back in time. Yay! Hello, Marl. A new species is about to be born on this planet. An alien life form, even more evolved than the old Lavos. At the darkness beyond time, the weakened Shala came under the influence of Lavos. And there the two became one entity. It's now up to you, the one whom the frozen flame has chosen as its arbiter. You alone can decide how the new Lavos, which has encaged Shala within, will evolve from here. Your actions will determine whether in the future all time is devoured by Lavos, sending the world into everlasting death. Balthazar foresaw this was going to happen in his world in the year 2300, and he was determined to prevent it from happening, no matter what it took. The Chrono Cross. It alone can combine the sounds of the planet that the 6 different elements produce. The melody and harmony brimming within all life forms. Use the Song of Life to heal her enmity and suffering. We entreat you, Serge. Please, save Shala. Oh, you don't give much story exposition than Luca did. Okay. Hey, Chrono. What do you gotta say? Where even angels lose their way. 10 years ago, you died at this very spot. There's no mistaking it. You drowned. The truth is, this world, the world in which you are still alive, that you call home world, it's the irregularity. This is the false reality. 10 years ago, it was Lynx who tried to kill you at this beach. After Prometheus broke the link between fate and the flame, fate tried to eliminate any obstacle that stood in its way. In that time, the 6 dragons sent Harley forth to try and gain possession of the flame. Harley made contact with fate's biological incarnation, Lynx, and tricked him into temporarily joining forces. The elimination of Prometheus' circuit lock on Frozen Flame was everyone's top priority. Lynx and Harley abducted Luca, who, her alone, could release the Prometheus lock that guarded the flame. But the whole attempt only ended in failure. Then, they just decided to wait for you to appear instead. You see, fate calculated that you would one day cross the dimensions and try to make contact with the flame. I don't know how to break this to you, Lynx, but Lynx was actually your father, Wazuki. We just pulled... Okay, sure. We just pulled a Star Wars. No, Luke, I am your father. What the hell? What? Okay, what? Why are we pulling this now? What significance does this fact have to the rest of the game? What is the significance besides pulling a Star Wars? What? I can't take this seriously, I'm sorry. Drawing closer to the flame caused him to become unstable, and the image of you dying in terror changed him completely. Finally, after having his psyche totally eroded, he lost his soul, and was easily integrated by fate. Fate then turned Wazuki into a biological interface modeling him after your worst fear at the time. Panther. Though Wazuki managed to escape from Chronopolis with you, he later completely succumbed to fate. This just goes to show that humans are such fragile, disjointed, imperfect things. Love and hate, life and death. Perhaps even fate itself dreamed of using the flame to someday reincarnate itself into a new species. It is quite sad, really. It's like when you gaze into the flame gazes back into you. Oh, and you just end the conversation like that. Okay, Chrono, sure. So, okay, I can see what they were trying to do. Okay, this feels like here they just plot dump you. Okay, here's the main plot of the game. At the very end of the game. I get from what Chrono said, they were trying to reason why Lynx exists in this world. Because Lynx is not an actual person. It's just a construct of fate. But fate needed something to create that construct. And since Wazuki became corrupted by contact with the frozen flame, fate used him to create the image, the persona of Lynx. If this revelation came much earlier in the game, I would be fine and totally on board with it. But the fact that they just slapped it on at the very end, right at potentially the final battle, I don't like that. That's why I can't take that revelation seriously. It's like, he was your father, Wazuki. No, Luke. I am your father. No! That really feels like they just ripped it off from Star Wars. I can't take it. I mean, this whole thing, they're trying to wrap up plot holes, I feel like. And because it's so late into the game, Chrono's detail kinda is by the wayside. It's like, oh hey, here's your father. Oh, and also, I will say this though, that there are two parallel universes. Chrono did mention something interesting in that... oh god, I can't talk. In that this homeworld, that this our Serge is from homeworld. This world is not real. It is the false reality, because the truth of the matter is the original Serge did die. So another world is technically the correct universal timeline. This homeworld is the incorrect universal timeline. Serge is supposed to be dead, canonically. But in the course of this game, we're playing a Serge... this whole time we've been playing a Serge from an alternate dimension. But from our viewpoint, we play as this Serge, so going to another world was the alternate dimension. When in fact, when you look at the bigger picture, alternate world was the true canonical universal timeline. This homeworld is not the true canonical universal timeline. That I will say is interesting in itself too. Even though it's thrown at the end, again it could have been like maybe when we were in Chronopolis and then talked about it. Chronopolis did a lot of lore dump. They could have easily put it in there, but no, shrug, that's what it is. If they put it then the revelation would be like, oh my god, we've been playing as the alternate world Serge. The real Serge has been dead. You know, that would have been a lot more impactful if they did it in Chronopolis. But they chose not to. I think they honestly forgot, and that's why they lore dump at the very end at this beach. Let's go ahead now and take care of this insanity. Do I use the astral? No. I used it to... wait a minute. I don't think I showed off what the time egg looks like. Or the ice gun. A quick freeze gun Luca made so babysitters could fight fires. Wow. That's for a babysitter? Luca, that's a bit dangerous. And the oh. That looks creepy. That looks like a nightmare fuel incense holder. Nightmare-fueled incense holder. A legendary item that is a complete enigma. It is believed to break the bonds of time. And we're about to see that happen right now. Excuse me? Thank you. No beginning. No end. To the darkness of time we go. The final gate, which leads to the darkness of time. Looks like it's finally it, Serge. Come on! I shall do my best, for the sake of the people I love, both those I have lost and gained. Come on, Serge, my mate. You don't want to keep a girl waiting any longer. She's been waiting for you, and only you. For over 10,000 years, I might add. If the world's gonna be destroyed, then let it be destroyed. If history's gonna be changed, then it bloody well will be changed. I'll show you. I'll show you all what radical dreamers really dream about. Yeah. Let's go, everyone. We basically travel to the end of time. Because I think Balthazar said that it's at the end of time where the Time Devourer has gotten its full strength and is ready to devour all of time. But notice, there's no music. There's no music. I remember this part because it was so creepy. There's no music. And it really put me on edge when I first played this. And I now realize it's because when you had the Chrono Cross, you have to play the melody. And they don't want the music to disturb you. So you're just listening to the do, you know? But we're gonna do this. Oh. I'm gonna try and do the bad ending first, which is basically beat the Time Devourer into a bloody pulp. I don't know how successful I will be. Probably not very successful because because this is called the Time Devourer, yes. It is the same creature that we attacked, that we fought back at Terror Tower, except now it is matured and ready to kill the world. Let me see if I can do this. And also, I will be a little prissy boy and just steal from the Time Devourer. Oh no, that's not stealing. Oh, whatever, that's fine. But yeah, let's see how far I can go with this plan. Riddell. So, if you did not have the Chrono Cross and you had no idea where to find it, you would just go on with the battle like I'm doing right now and just beat this thing to a bloody pulp. I don't even remember what the ending to this game is, doing it this way, so... And I've never seen the ending using the Chrono Cross. So, this is gonna be a first for me. Let's see... Well, let's remember what the bad ending by beating the Time Devourer into a pulp really is. How unsatisfying of an ending will this be? Let me see here. Thank you, Serge. Does anyone have... You have low res. Yeah, let's go ahead and low res this little boo-boo. Because I need to do as much damage as I possibly can. And of course, I remember the tone from, you know, from the last episode, was it? Yeah, last episode. I think it's yellow, red, green, blue, black, white, and assumedly Chrono Cross. It sounds right to have the Chrono Cross at the end. That reminds me, I don't know what sound the Chrono Cross makes. So I don't even know if that is a note that should be at the tail end. Or if it's a note that should be at the beginning. But then again, the 6 notes going do, 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 do. It doesn't sound complete. So that's why I feel it's supposed to be put at the end of the sequence. Let's weaken you. Oh, for the love of God, audio, can you please not go crazy? This is most likely the second to last episode. Can we please not go nuts, audio? Let's go out strong with a bang. And... Thank you. I was like, did you miss? Yeah, as long as you hit Riddell, I'm fine. Because she's the magic defensible person. And God, she needs to heal herself. You know, originally I wanted to switch out Kid with someone else, but I think it's more poetic, in a sense, to have Kid here, because she does have a large role in this game, as we just learned from Luca. Unfortunately, at the very end of the game. But she does have a reason to exist in this game, so it definitely feels right to have her here in this final moment to play it out alongside us. And of course, with the Master Moon, so even Masa, Moon, and Doreen are here to try and help Princess Shala. Because even though it's a blonde-haired girl in there, that is Princess Shala. For whatever reason, she became a blonde-haired lady. I don't know why. And I'm also never mind. Carnivore is a strong man. Well, okay, that was actually not that strong. I'm surprised. Oh, for the love of God. Oh, she is... Wait, is she afraid? And does she have the flu? Oh, for the love of God. Defend. 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 Because I need everyone's stamina to come back up. Come on, everyone. It kind of sucks that there's no music, because it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? It really just doesn't feel right that there's no music. But at the same time, I understand stylistically why they chose that. So you can listen to the melodies of the elements and recreate the Song of Healing. Every time I say Song of Healing, I'm reminded of Majora's Mask. Do 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 do. I'm surprised they didn't use that theme, but then again, I don't think they would have been able to get away with it. It's a Nintendo game. This is a Squaresoft game. Wow, Riddell's almost dead. Okay, ew. Girl, you don't have any healing magic, so just for my own peace of mind, what does this thing have to steal? A Nostrum. Wow. Totally not- No! Totally not useful. Come on, Riddell. Do me a favor here. Girl, don't you dare. Oh, thank God. Okay, good, good, good. Let me think. Wait, I did not give her that holy healing magic? And she's white in it? Did I really not do that? Oh my God, I sucked. Well, whatever, use Purify. I can't believe I didn't give that to her this whole time. The holy healing. Oh my God. Well, when I do this battle again, trying to play the melody of the elements, then I will do it again. But yeah, that was my beat. Serge, I don't have time for your missing. Would you please stop casting Omega Green? It is very painful. I'm happy no one is weak against green elements, and at least you're just attacking Riddell this whole time. But I'm not enjoying this. Go ahead and cure plus Riddell, please. I can't tell if I'm close to done or not close to done. I don't know. All I know is this thing has some intense defense, and I don't like it. There we go. Oh my God. This is insane, having the flu. Their stamina recovery is just terrible. Sure, Earthquake, why not? Let's just do something. Just do something. I can already imagine how difficult it is going to try and play the melody in this battle. Because the Time Devourer also uses elements, so it can easily just, you know, screw you over like the sad, sadistic little creature we are. which is very terrible. I mean, we're not sadistic. It is sadistic. God, I don't know why I said it that way. That was terrible. I mean, but it is what it is, you know. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Watch I accidentally recreate the melody right now. Watch I actually do recreate the melody. Red, yellow, green. Serge, that was not helpful. Well, go ahead and cure... oh god. Cure Riddell, because she's my other healer, and I don't want her anywhere near the threshold of death. I actually really don't. Two... And defend, because I don't feel good about this. Just defend. That hurts. I'm glad I did defend. And I'm glad I did some heat. Wait. Oh wait, those Omega color... Wow, that's Omega White? That looks pretty. Pretty painful. What am I doing here? I wish I could do Saints. Oh no. I could. I'm not gonna do that yet. The snake skin, snake eyes, whatever. I'm not ready for that yet. But I will lower your defense, for love of God. But see, that's what I mean. I can already see how the Time Devourer is gonna mess things up. Because the next color after after blue was supposed to be black. Well, he cast white. So then I can see you're gonna have to do the whole thing over and over again. Until you get it right. Oh, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck when I start doing that part. Oh, I have Holy Healing. Well, I know I have another Holy Heal. Oh my god. I'm not that desperate yet. It removes all stage ailments, but I'm not that desperate yet. Oh god. No, that's a waste. Recover all is also a waste. Yeah, just heal yourself, Serge. I got nothing better to do, honestly. Come on. Come on, Time Devourer. You must go down like the little big boss that you are. Thankfully, Electro Bolt is not that strong. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's perfectly fine. Free Fall. You're white innate, so Free Fall should do a good amount of damage against you. But, yeah, you can see how uninteresting this battle technically is. It's very not interesting in any way, shape, or form of the word. And I guess that is your punishment for not finding and in essence using the Chrono Cross. That is your punishment. Oh, yoy. And I can see why, because there is no challenge per se in fighting in fighting the Time Devourer like this. You're just beating it up and calling an end to the day. There we go. Oh, I think he's almost dead. I think he's almost dead. So in that case, oh, she doesn't have that. Actually, no, she should have snake eyes. Yeah, no. Yeah, snake eyes. Yeah, please, because everyone is at mid-health, and I am not appreciating that level of bad health. Okay, we're all good. Oh wait, is the Time Devourer not almost dead? Did I just misread that? I might have just misread his movement. Oh, that's fine, yeah. As long as you keep attacking Serge, it's fine. He can take a couple of those Omega hits. But, of course, this also goes into the point that if you're not absolutely prepared for this battle, things can go south in a heartbeat. I mean, those Omega element colors are very powerful attacks. Like, there's no going around it. They are powerful attacks. And this final boss is taking a lot longer to kill than I imagined. It really actually is. Is it almost dead? Oh my god. I think I remember years ago when I first played this as a high schooler, I did have a hard time fighting this creature. But in my defense, I was very bad with actually properly allocating elements. So, so I didn't have a lot of healing elements, and I remember I died quite a few times trying to essentially muscle my way through this boss battle. Like, literally muscle my way through. And it was bad. There's no putting it lightly. It was bad. And Serge is also falling apart a bit. Riddell, do me a favor and heal him. So it's very interesting that 14 years later... No, not even 14. 18 years later. Holy hell. Freshman year. So yeah, 18 years later. Playing this game now. And seeing all the little, like, good things... Serge, are you serious? All the good things, the bad things, the plot issues... The lack of a main plot and a lot of subplots. It all kind of comes together, and... I still like the game. Don't get me wrong. I still like the game. But... things definitely could have been done better. I will not lie. Things definitely could have been done better. But... it's what it is. That was gaming in the... what? This... Oh, and you know what? I will say this. Because I had the guidebook, the very last page in the guidebook has an advertisement for Final Fantasy IX. So this came before Final Fantasy IX. I only just realized that like a few days ago. So this came before Final Fantasy IX, which is quite amazing. And that explains why there were some assets that I found reminiscent in Final Fantasy IX. Because they probably the team probably borrowed some background assets from this game and just put it in with, you know, in Final Fantasy IX. Oh, I think we finished. Okay, good. Because truthfully, I was running out of things to say. So this is the ending if you just brute force it. We literally kill the Time Devourer. Okay, well, I don't know if we killed it. It doesn't look like we killed it. It looks like it's ascending. Oh, wait, I think it is dead. Wait, what? Wait, I'm not sure now. Did we kill it? Did we injure it enough that it tried to dimensional hop away and instead it backfired? Oh, okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, that was an ending. Not the, you know, sweetest of endings, in perfect honesty, so... I'm not gonna let this credit scene run because we're gonna see the credits again. In the next episode, we're going to take care of the Time Devourer the correct way, the intended way. And until then, later.